Hello and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. We'll start with a look at the satellite picture here as the sun's starting to come up here on this Friday morning, and I'm going to draw the jet stream on there, and then we'll look at the actual jet stream and talk about where we're going. Now we've got a broad ridge expanding into western Canada with a broad trough here coming across the Great Lakes into eastern Canada. I'll hit play on the satellite animation one more time and you can pick out the flow of the jet stream there. Again, broad ridge here, and then the wind's racing around the base of a trough here, bringing in some cooler air to parts of the Midwest right now. Wonderful morning here across central Illinois all the way down here as cooler air blasts into the area. We got lows in the 50s, cool dew points here, a welcome change as we transition out of summer here across the Midwest. Now we're talking about the Canadian Prairie in this video, again ridging, trying to build into the area, but we're going to watch a wave come across the ridge over the top of that ridge out of the Gulf of Alaska, and that's going to dig a big trough across western Canada, bringing a big chill as we head into the back half of the weekend into early next week. So let's watch that here. Here comes the wave. It digs in and it cuts off across the western U.S., allowing the jet stream to kind of resume this pattern with northwest flow across the Canadian Prairie. So this may be a warning shot here for a pattern that features, more than one shot of cool and dry air here across the prairie as we head through the month of September. Now, as we do this, we're going to bring two chances for precipitation across the prairie as we head through the weekend. The first cuts along and north of Highway 16 here from central portions of Alberta on Saturday morning, so we're going to be dry for the rest of the day today into tonight. Showers begin across central and northern portions of Alberta tomorrow morning, cutting across central portions of Saskatchewan during the afternoon and evening hours on Saturday, heading into Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, we'll see that rain move into central portions of Manitoba, getting out of here by the time we get to late in the day on Sunday. Some cool air wrapping around on the backside. That's going to be the first shot of cold air. We see another little chance for precipitation across primarily southern portions of Alberta and then maybe far southwestern Saskatchewan as we get into Sunday night and Monday. I'm noticing here I'm using the precipitation type forecast here from the AM model. Enough cold air here that in some of the high elevations here across southwestern Alberta, chance for a few snowflakes, and then the same thing here with cold air wrapping around the backside across northern portions of Manitoba, north of the prairie, but northern portions of Manitoba, and then some areas of Ontario. As we get into Monday, maybe seeing some snowflakes. So not talking about snow across the prairie here. I don't think we're going to have any snow falling over the cropland at this point. I think it'll be higher elevations in the northern portions of Manitoba, but sign of the times as we transition out of summer. And again, we'll look at the precipitation accumulation by type between now and Monday morning. So this takes us through the weekend. And again, you can see where some of these snowflakes are going to be possible. It's the high elevations here across far western and southwestern portions of Alberta, and then far northern, across the northern half of Manitoba, and then into parts of Ontario. So here we go, bringing in some cold air here as this trough digs in. Total precipitation, again, along and north of Highway 16 as we head through the day, Saturday into Saturday night. This is where we could see, 15 to 25 millimeters of precipitation, heavier amounts as you head into central portions of Manitoba and then on into Ontario. And then late Sunday into Monday, we've got the chance for about 5 to 15 millimeters, maybe higher here as we head into Monday morning across southwestern portions of Alberta. That's going to be about it, though. I'm going to show you a loop of our precipitable water plot as we head through the weekend and then into next week. And this trough, as it digs in, bringing this colder air, it's going to bring a big punch of drier air into the region as well. So it's going to take a while to recover from that and bring back an air mass that's favorable for precipitation. There it is, coming around the bend on Monday. So we'll just watch this once again. Here are the shots for precipitation here. Here's the system tracking off to the north, bringing that Highway 16 corridor of precipitation Saturday into Saturday night. And then here's the little push of moisture as we get into Sunday night into Monday across southern portions of Alberta. Now on the back side of that, here comes the dry air punching in as we get into Monday and then into Tuesday. We'll see the peak of the coldest air across the region on Tuesday morning. There will be patchy chances for some frost and some sub-freezing temperatures in parts of the prairie as well. So dry air on the backside, that's going to shut us down for precipitation across the prairie, at least until we get to the mid to late part of the coming week. We'll look at that here with the European model. We'll look at the precipitation forecast as we head through the weekend into early next week. We'll highlight here as we get into the day on Saturday. Remember, from northern and maybe north-central portions of Alberta, cutting across central Saskatchewan into central Manitoba, Saturday night into Sunday morning. We'll see that first wave make its way out, and then it's during the day Sunday into Sunday night, maybe Monday, across southern Alberta that we'll see that chance for some rain. And remember, high elevation snow possible there in the mountains of Alberta, and then some snowflakes possible across northern Manitoba as well, Sunday into Monday. So if you get some snowflake photos, send them to me there on social media at SkyDrama or Andrew.Pritchard at Nutrien.com. Same thing with some of those frost photos. Just let me see it if you got it. But I don't envy you here down in the Midwest. So again, the precipitation, we'll get away from me cringing at the cold air here and finish this forecast. I'll show you that we are dry then as we head through Tuesday, keeping it dry then as we head into Wednesday, keeping it dry into Thursday as well. Maybe some uncertainty here with this next wave that comes in Friday and Saturday, but plenty of times for you and I to talk before then. I just know that we're going to be setting up for quite dry on the backside of those two opportunities for precipitation. So it does look like a corridor here across maybe southern Saskatchewan into southwestern Manitoba could be left out here and missed by this precipitation opportunity. So maybe a dry week setting up from some of these areas, maybe right around Edmonton, stretching into the Saskatoon, Regina area, and then down toward Brandon, looking at a pretty dry next 7 days in those areas, probably going to be missed by the first one to the north and then the next one to the south. We'll look at the cold air coming in here as we get into Sunday and Monday. Again, the coldest air peaking as we get into Monday night and Tuesday. This is just the raw output from the European operational model. I'm looking at the overnight lows on Monday night into Tuesday. This color bar cuts off as we transition to freezing here. The color flips to white, so you can kind of pick out some little isolated areas here. Now, again, we'll have even one more time to talk here before this forecast, before the cold air peaks. That would be our Monday morning Canadian Prairie forecast. So what I would say about frost across the prairie here on Tuesday morning is that it's not likely, but it is possible in some isolated areas. So any precautions that you can do at this point, you might as well get moving on that. But again, it's not a guarantee. I don't think we're going to see widespread devastating frost on Tuesday morning, but I think it is possible in some isolated areas. We could see a couple select spots maybe settling down to a low of -1 or -2. We're looking into the next 5 to 10 days here in Calgary. Again, the roller coaster does continue, so we're going to see the big fall here. The bottom falls out, a high of 29 degrees on Saturday, down to a low of 1 on Tuesday morning. We'll climb back up into the upper 20s by Tuesday, but then another wave of cold air comes in. Again, this may just be another sign of this pattern here. Cooler air moving in as we get into next weekend. Here is your forecast in Edmonton, very similar. And then check this out, Regina, a high of 28 today. Look what we've got now from the National Blended Model for an overnight low Tuesday morning, -2, and then it's got -1 here in Saskatoon. So again, this is not a guarantee. We've still got a few days to go, and I'm telling you, frost this time of year, it's a delicate thing. We've got to have just the right conditions here, calm winds, clear skies, anything we can do to help that along. So if we get some additional cloud cover, we get a little too breezy here, that could change things. So it's possible. Not likely across a widespread area right now as far as frost on Tuesday morning, but let's keep talking about it. Let's keep watching it day by day with some of these subtle changes with the forecast. That's going to make all the difference. Winnipeg, 21 today, down to a low of 3 on Tuesday morning, but then you see the rebound, highs back in the mid-20s by the time we get to the end of next week.